a look at that and we'll go through a bit of a demo of everything. This is basically one of the main screens here with this, and I'm using a regular game controller here to kind of take you through the whole user experience. It's obviously tied into Google Now, so you can click to search. It'll respond to voice commands. You can pick through the various movies through the Google Play Store. Obviously there's a number of apps available. Plenty of them are recognizable, so if you want to listen to audio off of TuneIn Radio, get movies off of Netflix, grab stuff out of the Play Store, watch videos from TED, which always have some great content, or veg out watching some YouTube. You can gather all that. There's also a number of games available for Android TV. We're kind of keeping the noise down on the TV because it's been getting a little loud in here, so we're going to forego any loud game playing right now. And then down into the settings, there's any number of setups and preferences that you can go to. Obviously, it is Wi-Fi enabled, so if you do not have the ability to get hardwire internet connectivity to your Android TV, you can connect it using Wi-Fi just the same way you would using Chromecast. Obviously there's Ethernet connected. The display obviously goes into display settings, so here you can calibrate, get into various wallpapers, how you want it to daydream when you're not using it. So it will it's basically a more robust version of Chromecast. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this come out on the market. Google Cast, that should be familiar to everyone. This is where you can share data and stream stuff off of your phone or laptop or your Chromebook. System sounds, apps, storage. Didn't know a lot about storage here, but it calculates just like your any Android phone. So there's plenty of data on here. It looks like this thing comes resident with about I would say 16 gigabytes of storage overall. So you have a number of areas and sectors taken up by apps, pictures, video, whatever else may reside physically on the device. So you have 13 gigabytes of usable space. Some of that's taken up by the system memory. As far as what this whole thing is about, it is running Android L or Android TV version L, so which is apropos, seeing as how they gave us a peek at what Android L looks like for Nexus devices coming down the run here. System updates, and you can reset. It's basically it's like seeing a set-top box with the Android form factor, which is not a bad thing. You can set a number of preferences about date and time, languages, speech recognition, accessibility, even developer options. So this is clearly meant to be something for which we will see a number of applications, a number of options come through in terms of what we will be able to do with this when we tie it together with our mobile devices. Obviously remote access with gamepad, which is what I'm using here, Bluetooth accessories, and then you can set up personal preferences as well. As far as the user experience itself, it's fast and fluid. I would argue it's a little more crisp than what you might see on, say, like an Xbox One. The user experience in and of itself is just like Google Play. That's what I have to say. And the Google Play user experience is outstanding in terms of going through everything. This is probably the best show on TV for those that don't know. So that's Android TV. It is not available yet, so this was a bit of a sneak peek. It will be available later this year. But we are looking forward to seeing this hit the market. This will tie together with pretty much everything in your house, obviously your Android phone. So if you are heavily invested in the Android ecosystem, or even if you wanted something a little more robust than your Chromecast, this is probably a great way to go without necessarily having to invest several $100s in something as robust as maybe an Xbox One or something like that. We have no idea what the pricing on this is going to be, but for a device this small and focused on entertainment while enabling game use, but at the same time being limited in other mechanics that those other devices have, like, this doesn't have a DVD player or anything like that. The reality is that we can expect a much lower price tag for this compared to some of the other entertainment centers that are available on the market today, and that's a big plus, and that will certainly position Google well in getting it in the living room. Not to mention the fact that this is going to be something that is going to be available natively on several manufactured TVs, particularly from Sony was on that list that they announced yesterday. So beginning with some of the flagship TVs later this year, and then beginning all of next year, you're going to see outfits, several of the Japanese manufacturers getting on board and integrating Android TV with their televisions that we'll be buying, and that means then you don't even need the set-top box to begin with. So that's something else worth waiting for as well. So that's a quick look at Android TV here in Google I/O 2014. Keep checking back with us here at functioneaza.com for more from Google I/O, Android, the entire ecosystem, and